guys, Nicole here with Mommy Tips by Cole. I wanted to do a video on my current newborn must-have. So Colby is now 2 months old. She is no longer a newborn, although when are they no longer a newborn? Do they have to just be under a month to be a newborn? I don't know, but she's an infant, I guess. I did a video like this a long time ago, probably almost 5 years ago, because I'm hitting my 5-year anniversary for my YouTube channel, which is crazy. I never thought I'd be doing another newborn must-haves video, but I thought it'd be important to share it and make it more up to date, although a lot of the things might be still the same and I might have left stuff off the list that I might have had in my last video, and I'll link it down below if you want to watch that super old video as well, but I'm sure it'll still be helpful, especially to new first-time mommies. So the first newborn must-have that has been working amazingly for me are these laundry bags. So they come in a 2-pack at Babies R Us. It's super inexpensive, just like $2-3, and they're mesh. And what I have 2 purposes for this. So I use one upstairs because we have like a regular hamper, but I like to wash her clothes separately. And since I wash them so frequently, I don't need a giant basket because they're constantly going through their clothes. You don't need a giant basket for your baby's clothes. It's just not necessary because you're washing every other day, if not every day. Unless you have tons and tons in that size, which I don't even recommend doing that. I just recommend having, you know, a set amount in the baby size because they grow so fast and it's just not necessary. So and you'll be home anyway, so you might as well just pop in a load each day. So I actually hang this on the back of the door because there's like a little snap closure here. I hang it on the doorknob, and anytime I have dirty clothes, I tell my older kids, put it in Colby's laundry. And then when I go to do the laundry, I just grab this and I take out the clothes, the bigger clothes. And the other purpose I use this for is for small items. So anytime I have small socks or mittens that can easily get separated, I put them in here. I leave them in here and I throw it in along with her other dirty laundry. And the other one in the pack I hang on the playpen downstairs, which serves as my changing station for her on the first level of the house. So I did this with my other kids and I decided to do it again with her, and it's just been working out really great. The other must-have, which I've mentioned in other videos, is also budget friendly too, and it's just been a lifesaver as well. So I don't like the Diaper Genie. I had it once with my first, and I didn't use it for the full time that she was a baby. The cost of the refills adds up, and if you let it build too long, it stinks. Once you're transferring the items to a trash bag, it was just a pain and it was just gross. And even though they say that the smell stays confined in there, I just didn't find that. So my thing after I had my first was that I would either use plastic bags, you know, from the grocery or Target, and I maybe would sometimes use 2 if it's a super stinky diaper, or just 1, and that's how I would dispose of the dirty diapers. And then I came to find these diaper sacks. These just happen to be the Babies R Us brand. There's a 50. These are a 50-pack, and they're like $2 or so, maybe less, for 50. And these are actually scented ones. They smell really good, and they just look like this. And anytime she has a poopy diaper, I should say, is when I use this. And the kids know, they'll say, did she make poo? And then they'll go grab one of these, and there's actually a flap here, which I just discovered, where you can just grab it like that. But I have a pack of these downstairs, and I have this one upstairs, and I use it sparingly just for the poopy diapers. So that is definitely a must-have. And then when we have, what we have on our diaper bag is the ones that you roll. These ones by Munchkin. So that's what I use on the go, although I could just grab a few of these and put them in a diaper bag as well, since these are more cost friendly. The next must have is baby nail clippers. It may be scary cutting your baby's nails, but I have a certain technique to it. I don't know if I should do a video on that, but I have a certain technique to it, and I do it when she's sleeping. So I always have one upstairs and one downstairs, because whenever I get a chance, because her nails grow so fast while she's sleeping, I'll clip her nails. So that is definitely a must-have. Another must-have, I have to move faster because I feel like she's gonna wake up, is suction, like this I got from the hospital. You can buy it in any store. And saline mist spray. This is by Little Remedies. She had congestion at 3 weeks, had like a little cold, so that helped a lot with that. And then sometimes, you know, this works great just to, you know, add extra moisture into their nasal passage, so that's easier to suction out all the boogies and stuff. So that is definitely a must-have to have in your diaper bag and at home as well. Definitely a must-have, and I think I mentioned this in my last video, are zip-up sleepers. So like I said, you're constantly changing them. And I feel like when they're little, you want to keep them warm, whether it's summer or whatever. This works super great because the ones for newborns have, I put them away already, but they have like the fold over for their hands, so that you don't have to add mittens, and then you don't have to add socks. It's just like all in one. Their hands are protected so they're not scratching their face, and their feet are warm, and it's easy to zip because they're going to be crying. They don't like their diaper change. It's just faster than buttoning like 12 million buttons on you know, these sleepers. Well, I do still use the button ones because there's only so many zipper ones that I have. These are just my favorite. And this one in particular is from the Circle brand in Target. And what I noticed about this is the zipper is on the top. And what's genius about that is because you zip it down to their feet, right? And you button here. As opposed to having the zipper on top, sometimes that little piece, this little piece here, if you're not careful and you don't put it down and put the button over it, if it's sticking up, it can hurt their neck. So I love that they came up with this type. So this is my new current favorite. I never had this with other kids, but I love this, and I actually want to get more of this style with the zipper going down to the bottom. Another definite must-have for newborn is hats, because you want to keep their head warm. Just make sure it's a hat that will fit, you know, them, because sometimes there's ones that are too small or too big, and you want to keep their head warm, especially when they're newborn. In addition to that, I just discovered the wet brush for babies. So if you know of the wet brush, I have wet brush for me, I have them for my daughters. They're like the best brush ever, as far as like getting tangles out without it like hurting. And they have this special one with the soft bristles for babies. So you don't have to have this brand, but I just happen to love this brand. Also, sanitizer is a must. I have one in the room. I have one downstairs next to where I change her in our little playpen changing station. Sometimes the diaper changing happens so fast, you need to pick up the baby right away, and you don't want to leave her in the changing station, so you need to clean your hands real quick. Sanitizer, always, always, always have sanitizer, even on the diaper bag. Some other items are blankets, like thicker blankets, and also the thinner ones where you can make your own swaddle. Tons of birth cloths, because you will go through a ton of them. I feel like I don't have enough. I'm constantly going through them till now because she'll spit up, and it's not like I'm going to use that again if she spits up in it. So that goes into the wash and I end up running out. So you definitely need tons of burp cloths and all different types of diaper creams, I would suggest. There's so many different brands, and not all of them may work for your babies. I would suggest to have several brands of diaper creams, even of the lotions, because you just don't know what's gonna work for your baby. So when they're newborn, I would suggest getting smaller sizes in different brands, even sample sizes, so that you can figure out what works best for your baby without having to get the jumbo size. And then once you know what works, then get the jumbo sizes. Also, what works great for us is a bouncer. The bouncer we have actually reclines back. None of my kids really like the swing, and some of the swings are super pricey, and then they don't use it for that long, so I find the great alternative to that is a bouncer. All of my kids love the bouncer, and it's super inexpensive because you don't use it for that long anyway. Last but not least is a night light. So this one's actually dead right now, but I did a video mentioning this before. This actually will tell you the temperature, and it lights up. Like, it'll be, if it's cooler in the room, it'll be green. If it's warmer, it'll be orange. And this really helps, especially for nighttime feedings. Well, for me, because I'm nursing, I leave this on through the night, and especially when she was a newborn, because you need light to see, and you know, you maybe not want to disturb your spouse, or if you co-sleep with other kids, you don't want to turn on and make the room so bright, even for the baby, for yourself. If not, something like this. I got this on Amazon. Just the flashlight on your phone. I would just turn on the flashlight and face it up, and it kind of softly lights the room. You just want to be careful that that flash is nowhere near your eye or the baby's eye. But you definitely need a night light. Even when you got to do the diaper change, you know, the soft lighting helps. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. If there's anything I missed in this video, I probably mentioned it in my initial newborn must-haves video. I think I titled it Newborn Care Must-Haves. But these are all the things that I was using like crazy. Now, I do have some breastfeeding items that I'm going to recommend in a separate video for breastfeeding must-haves. If you guys want to see that, let me know, and I'll film that soon. And I'll see you guys next time.